She's gay. Her grandma just, oh yeah, my baby, she just need to find her a man. Your baby don't want a man. She wants a woman. Mm, something, something isn't sitting right with me. Luca's apartment is sparse but clean. He motions me to sit on the couch while he changes out of his work clothes in the other room. I saunter over the stand up piano by the window and notice the record collection sitting next to it. As I shuffle through the different records, I notice there's quite an extensive jazz collection. There's an extensive jazz collection. I've been collecting for a long time. I don't know much about the genre, but I'm open for an education. Well, I've been told that I'm a pretty good teacher. What do you want to drink? He's now standing in front of me, in front of his open refrigerator. I have some bourbon, beer, and half a bottle of white wine. There's also green juice. Green juice? What the fuck? No! No! Don't ask him about his green juice. One of those things is not like the others. Well, I have to have some semblance of health in this fridge. Also, I have OJ sparkling water. I want wine. I'll actually have a glass of wine if that's okay. He makes a big show on pouring the drink in front of me, which I think is a bit weird. He seems to notice the perplexed look on my face.
Just want to make sure you know I'm not dropping any weird shit in your drink.
I could tell! I got that! I got that with doing like a dramatic pour. I got that. I saw. I imagined it. He didn't have to say that. I'm not worried. I dropped a pin and sent it to my friend. She knows where I am in case I suddenly disappear under mysterious circumstances and am never heard from again.
Damn, girl. Do I look like that big of a creep?
No, but you act like one.
Wait, don't answer that.
I don't even like the way he said damn girl. Like that shit wasn't cute. As we settle down together on his perfectly lived-in sofa, he turns to look at me.
Alright, tell me about you. What's your story?
I tell him the shortened version of my journey up to this point. Dropped out of college, defying my parents' wishes so I can try and pursue more artistic goals. So they cut me off. Working full-time trying to get my passion project off the ground was really overwhelming for me. After multiple failed attempts to get a job in the field that I wanted to be in, I ran out of options and money. So I took up my parents' offer to just go back to school. Post-graduation, I found myself stranded in the job market with some school loans in tow. Then I got a job offer in middle management for some mediocre company, but hey, it pays my student loans, right? I moved here for work, but then the rug was pulled out from under me when my company announced the shuttering of my location within months of me moving here. I guess I'm kind of stranded in this weird temp job running a seasonal store that sells fake plants and ugly art while I figure out what's next. So what is next? Have you figured out what you wanted to do? Lucas sets his glass on the table in front of us before he leans in closer towards me. He's so close that I can make out his long eyelashes. It's not fair. I have to pay for fake ones to make mine look that good. Bro, this is like eating me up right now. Like everything about this is eating me up. And like career stuff, the lashes, come on. That shit was a stray. I literally caught a stray sitting here. At this point, I don't know. Are you sure you don't know, or are you just afraid to say it out loud? I've never really thought about it, I guess. Mostly because no one's ever asked me that. Well, I'm asking you now. It's weird to not have an answer when someone asks you what you want to do with your life. But after going back to school the second time, I just decided what I want doesn't really matter. Why complicate things? Before I get too lost in my own thoughts, I pull myself out of my own head and notice Luca looking at me intently. Time to talk about something else. My life is too depressing. How about you? Is there something more you want to do other than be a struggling musician working nights at his family bar? Is that really such a bad thing? Not necessarily, but I saw a bunch of sheet music on your piano with notations on it. Looks like you're working on something. Yes, I was. If it is it snooping if it's out in the open? I just had to make sure you weren't some psychopath keeping trophies of his victims. You know, open that little AC vent, see what Dexter got behind that hoe, them little pieces of blood and shit. Hey, you must watch a lot of those true crime documentaries. Podcasts, actually. Who has the time to watch anything these days? Hey, wait a minute. We were talking about you right now. What are you working on? Do you ever give yourself any credit? Judging by the diploma on top of your piano from an exclusive music conservatory, I think you're more than okay. Remind me to hide my important papers before you come over next time. What makes you think there's gonna be a next time? Our bodies had inched closer together somehow, and I catch a whiff of his aftershave. He smells like sandalwood. What does that smell like? It's as sweet and warm as he is. You're going to have to try harder to change the subject, mister. Not letting up, huh? Okay, okay, but don't let me catch you asleep once I'm done boring you with my life story. Try me.
All I ever wanted to be was as good as him. I knew it was impossible, but I tried anyways. People kept telling me how good I was, how I was a natural, following in his footsteps. But the only person I wanted to hear that from was him. Tale as old as time. The little boy who kept chasing after his daddy's approval.
Nothing wrong with that. Well, now I kind of feel like an asshole for digging up all that
It
trauma.
actually feels kinda nice to say this stuff out loud. And surprisingly, this time I don't feel like curling up into a ball and sleeping until next week.
If you think that's making me feel better, you're terribly mistaken.
No, seriously, I haven't really talked about this to anyone else. It feels weirdly cathartic.
You know, there's this thing called, I don't know, therapy.
And do you know how hard it is to find a therapist these days?
Yes, I do, unfortunately.
Especially with shitty insurance. One of these days I'll get to it.
Dude, this game is eating me up. Why? Stray after stray after stray. Maybe it's because I'm getting. Maybe because I'm almost 30, bro. Maybe that's why this is hitting hard. Well, anyways, I never did get to hear that from him. He picked up and left when I was 14. Oh, okay. He ain't got no daddy. That's why he don't got no bass in his voice for real. That's why he don't like drop them nuts for real. You can kind of hear it. You're like the way he said "damn girl." I should have known.
I actually quit playing for a year. Misbegotten teenage rebellion. I thought it would be a good time to pick up sports.
Obviously, you didn't.
Proceeded to get my ass royally kicked, and found myself missing the keys more than ever. When I finally gave up my varsity athlete dreams, I think my mom was glad that I stopped coming home bruised, bloodied, and battered from trying to be something that I'm not.
What sport did you
What
play?
sport did I not play? I tried it all, from track to soccer to basketball.
And you was ass at everything? Anyways, I applied to the conservatory fully prepared to not get in. I was convinced I wasn't good enough, plus I took a year off practicing. But I actually got a full scholarship. Post graduation, I lingered around campus, subconsciously avoiding making any real life decisions. Luckily, an old professor of mine took pity, or maybe he was just annoyed that I was just hanging around the studios like a lurker. He offered me a position teaching beginners classes. Why'd you leave? My contract was up. I knew my mom needed some help. It was time to be a big boy and come home. When I moved back, I conned an after-school program to let me use their studio in exchange for tutoring a couple of kids on some piano basics. I've been casually writing my own music. I think so. Maybe one day I'll score a movie. Let's save. What's stopping you? Myself, honestly. Funny enough, I got an audition offer from someone out west that heard a demo of mine. Not really sure how they got their hands on it. I suspect my mom sent that to them. They want me to fly out and play an original piece for them, hence the sheet music over there. That's amazing. You don't seem so sure about this audition, though. The competition will be fierce. I don't feel like I qualify to even enter this audition. According to who? Luca doesn't answer. He has a faraway look in his eyes. It never hurts to try, right? What's the worst that can happen?
Oh,
Speaking from personal experience? Tell me more. Yeah, your guys' conversation is getting pretty dull again. My parents were adamant that only a tiny percentage of photographers go on to make a decent living, so they talked me into going to business school instead. Don't get me wrong, I learned a lot, but I can't say I get the same kick out of macroeconomics.
hmm?
Yeah, but what? Is that really what you want to do? Hmm. I don't regret my choices, but I do often wonder what would have happened if I had stuck to my
Hmm?
guns. What's stopping you now? Flip the script. He has a soft smile on his face, and I find myself admiring how his eyes seem to change color under the dim light in his room. I know if I stay longer, I won't be able to leave. I have an early morning tomorrow. I should probably get going. Placing the empty glass on the table, I slowly stand up to gather my things, and I feel a light tug on my wrist. Luca is looking up at me with his bright blue eyes. They are practically undeniable. Can I persuade you to stay? Beauty sleep. I'd love to, but I have an early shift tomorrow. A girl needs her beauty sleep. Allow me to try regardless? Lucas smiles softly and leans in even further. His face is now mere inches away from mine, and I can feel his warm breath on my cheek.
Can I kiss you?
Mmm. Oh, where? I need to know where. His deep, raspy voice tears down all my defenses. What's a girl to do? Wasn't the whole point of this outing to get laid? Or at least have a little bit of fun? But he's like my neighbor. No, he is my neighbor. But apparently my body has already quit listening to my brain as I'm nodding shyly before Luca's soft lips are on mine. He tastes as sweet as the orange juice he'd been drinking. His long, slender fingers slowly trace my exposed collarbones, raising goosebumps in the wake of his touch. Within minutes, though it could have been hours for all I knew, my fingers tangle in his hair and his hands have made their way around my hips. I am practically on his lap. He's breathless and so am I. Did you change your mind? Bro, nah, we're not living this life right now. Nah, you just met bro. Make him beg for it, at least. Okay, but at least give me your phone number. I'd love to see you again. After giving him my phone number, he walks me home, and by that I mean he gets in the elevator to the 7th floor with me. As the elevator door closes, I catch my reflection. The corners of my lips are curled into a smile that seemed to be permanently etched into my face. I sneak a peek at Luca and catch him looking at me. What you looking at? Nothing. What are you looking at? Ooh. His voice seems to fill the quiet small elevator with electricity, and I swear my knees are weakened with just the slightest. But then the elevator dings and the door opens. We walk slowly to my front door as if not wanting our time to end. When we arrived, I turned to thank him when his left hand plants itself on the wall above my shoulder. Ooh! He hit one of these! Right on top of you. He hit one of these. This close. Real close. His right hand cups my chin gently as he leans in to kiss me. At first it's gentle, but as we stand there necking like teenagers, I feel a little brave. He gives me the softest bedroom eyes as I close the door. I lean against it and catch my breath. What kind of trouble am I about to get myself into? Ugh. After a long day at work, I head home and throw myself on the couch. My mind keeps flashing back to the night before, and I find myself smiling with every memory. I look at my phone silently, willing it to ring or beep or vibrate. Is he really gonna call me? Or is he going to turn into every other dude and just ghost me? That would be one awkward elevator ride if I run into him again. Or we can enjoy last night for what it is and move on. My game is done with its pesky maintenance and I'm ready to see my 2D boyfriends again. As I open the game, I see a message come through from a number I don't recognize. My first instinct is to ignore it, but I must admit I'm curious. It's your friendly neighborhood bartender. Yada yada yada. Aww. He wants to go on a date tomorrow. Okay, cool. Not right now. Not the pear store. I kind of noticed this. Cute. I look at my phone, my reflection smiling back at me. A heart emoji. Look at me, giddy like a schoolgirl. Oh my gosh, who knew I'd be this excited to go to the pear store? The next afternoon, I'm standing in the middle of a pile of clothes that I've yanked out of my closet, trying to get dressed for this date. I hate everything in here. I finally give up and end up with the outfit that I had on to begin with. Keep it simple, stupid. After a quick brush of my hair and my teeth, I size myself in the mirror. Well, this is as good as it's gonna get. Right at 5 p.m., my doorbell rings. He's punctual? A clear keeper. I'm not. I'm not punctual. Just know I'm gonna be 2 hours late to any event. Keeper? Now wait a minute. This is strictly no strings attached. Don't get any ideas. I shake off the voices in my head and grab my keys. When I open the door, I'm greeted with the happiest bunch of yellow tulips. Aww! How sweet. What was that about not getting any ideas? Look at these tulips. They're gorgeous. My mom's neighbor has a garden full of them, and she gave some to me today when I told her I was going on a date. His bright smile is so blinding that I have to avoid his warm gaze as I frantically search for a vase. Settling for a clear glass pitcher that I nearly dropped out of nervousness, I place them on my kitchen counter. Pull yourself together, woman. The flowers make my apartment instantly brighter. Please tell your mom's friend that I said thank you. Luca takes a step towards me, closing the gap between us. He tips my chin towards him, and I can no longer hide how flustered I've become in front of him. His blue eyes seem to twinkle mischievously.
Or you could just thank me right now.
All I can hear is his voice and the thundering beat of my heart. Yes, of course. Thank you to you, too.
You're so cute when you get flustered.
I am not flustered. This is the pear store? The pear store is as chaotic as it normally is. I can't imagine working here. I mean, I hate my store, but this is a whole other level of insanity. I shiver at the sight of small children with snot running down their faces, touching every single piece of... Ew! Personal hygiene, anyone? I dig into my purse and quickly locate my travel bottle of hand sanitizer. As we stand by the entrance like a couple of lost kids waiting to be picked up by their angry parents, an employee that looks really familiar to me approaches us. Where have I seen this guy before? Oh, Luca, what are you doing here? I'm sorry, have we met?
Hey!
That's me. And then I remembered the Ricky Rodent story. What was your name again? Once Tristan was out of sight, I pulled Luca closer. My right arm wraps around his left as I tiptoe to whisper in his ear. Did you hear any part of that stand-up? Cute. I'm really enjoying you whispering in my ear right now. I reflexively blush and pull away from him. You don't have to get all shy on me. I'm trying to tell you something. He chuckles and nods, finally done teasing me. I quickly summarize Tristan's Ricky Rodent story, which ends with his wife leaving him for the mascot, and watch the amusement as the life seemingly dreams out of Luca's face. You probably should feel like an asshole. Before I could say anything else, Tristan returns with Luca's laptop in his arms. Here we go. He proceeds to give a breakdown of what went wrong with the laptop and how they fixed it. It all sounds like gibberish to me, so when I wander over to the new Pear phone display, one of them has the game Snake on the screen. That's some crazy shit. Why would that even be on there? While I marvel over the decades old mobile game, I overhear Tristan
So,
say, by the way, when we got this thing booted up, some music started playing. Is that your stuff? What are you sorry about? It's really good. I didn't realize you were a musician. I guess I thought you just bartend. I set the phone I was looking at back on its display, applied copious amounts of hand sanitizer, and stepped between Tristan and Luca. Hey, I want to hear it. I'll be the judge of that. The combination of electronic sounds, children screaming, and the usual white noise of crowd makes it impossible to effectively hear anything from those small laptop speakers. Sensing that I wanted to hear Luca's music better, Tristan kindly whips out a pair of headphones that he swears up and down has been thoroughly sanitized. While I believe you, I see the pink-eyed potential here. I totally
Hmm?
get it. Or we could wait till we get back and I lend you my studio headphones. I know you. We'll get back and you'll distract me.
If I remember correctly, you enjoy my distractions.
I like that he just starts talking randomly. He pulls out a container of sanitizing wipes. I give the headset another cleaning. After praying that I don't get an ear infection from this, I hit play. The melody that flows through the earbuds blows me away. I'm assuming it's this. Okay. Okay, Luca. If music could paint a picture, this one was painting a clear summer day. You've seen it before, one without a cloud in the sky, where colors are so vivid they're practically technicolor. It's vibrant and alive. As I reluctantly pull off the headphones, Luca looks at me expectantly. Did you write this? If you wrote this, then you should accept that invite to fly out west and audition.
Oh,
I don't know much about music, but that piece was beautiful, and other people deserve to hear that. Luca and Tristan get back into some more tech conversation and go over the forms of payment accepted for the repair. My eyes glaze over again. When it's all said and done, I hear Tristan say, "Who knew guys like you would have crippling anxiety too?"
what do you mean, guys like me?
yes.
Guys like you, clear skin, artfully messy, light hair that carefully obscures those luminous blue eyes.
Thanks.
Yeah, you doing a little too much, Tristan. I bet you're the type that walks into a coffee shop, flashes a smile, and walks out with a free pastry to go with your coffee. So what's your secret?
Um,
He actually did get a free pastry from the girl at the coffee shop today.
okay, that's enough.
Bye, Tristan. Good luck with your stand up. As we start to make our way out of the pear store, I hear someone call out Luca's name. We both turn around and find ourselves confronted by two women, one significantly older than the other. I assume they're related as they share the same features: lustrous, wavy long hair, almond shaped dark eyes. Luca, your mom didn't tell me you moved back. Look at you all grown up and as handsome as ever. Luca gestures my way, trying to introduce me, but is savagely cut off by this bull of an older woman who is now shoving the younger girl in front of her. You remember my granddaughter, Lily. She's in town for work but lives in the big city now. You guys used to hang out a lot as kids, remember that? Even went to the student ball together? The young woman looks uncomfortable but gives Luca a warm smile. Hey, Luca,
Hey.
it's good to see you again. You two should hang out soon while Lily's in town. Grab dinner, catch up. You know your mom and Lily's aren't getting any younger. I'm sure those two would love to see some grandkids soon. I wouldn't mind seeing some great grandkids myself. Lily's beautiful ivory skin had turned pink out of her sheer embarrassment. Miss Matchmaker Willis then proceeds to grab Lily's phone from her hand and shoves it in Luca's face to enter his phone number. She just got a new phone and lost all her contacts. Luca seems reluctant but punches in his number and politely hands the phone back. She'll call you. See you later, Lily. Tell your mom I'll call her. We have a wedding to plan. I hear Lily's yelp as Luca grabs my hand to pull me away. I struggle to keep my laughter in check at his flustered expression. Come on, there's like 3 other guys. We don't have to settle for Luca. Once we make it outside, we find an empty bench under a giant tree and proceed to sit down. At last, I can let loose the cackle that I've been holding in since that whole
What's
interaction.
so funny?
Your face through the conversation with your future grandmother-in-law. You look like a deer caught in headlights.
Mrs. Willis means well, but she cannot read the room at all. I wanted to introduce you, but she just wouldn't stop talking.
I don't need to know who Miss Willis is. I don't give a damn.
You seem to be taking this in stride. I thought you'd be upset.
I mean, maybe a teensy bit. Although the childhood friend to lovers trope is such a classic.
You're speaking a foreign language. Care to translate?
In a romance game like the one I'm playing right now, there are different tropes that tend to be used.
Romance games?
Yeah, like where my 4 other boyfriends live. A mobile otome game.
I'm a visual learner.
And she's gotta be playing, Love in Deep Space. That's what she's playing. That's what she's playing. Love in Deep Space. I'm a visual learner.
You're gonna have to show me what that is.
I hesitate for a minute, but pull my phone out and show him the app. I click to open it and point to one of the characters. We don't care. He's in love with her, but he won't come clean, and it's so annoying. Maybe he's just afraid of getting turned down. Perhaps. Luca places his hand on my leg as he scoots closer to see my phone screen. The warmth from his palm penetrates through the thin cotton fabric of my dress. I struggle to gather my thoughts as I focus on the position of that hand. It isn't what was making me uncomfortable. It's because it feels as natural as breathing. One of the more popular tropes is the childhood friend to lovers, where the main character da-da-da-da-da. I don't know if I like that one very much. Well, there's always a good love triangle. The main character is torn between 2 love interests. Yep. Shy girl goes for the popular guy trope, because the girl always gets tripped up whenever the popular guy is around. I'm so caught up in my explanation that I fail to notice Luca has draped his arm across the back of the bench, and I feel the soft touch of his fingers on my shoulder.
How you're the shy girl going after the popular guy, and how you get tripped up every time he's around?
I wouldn't say that's our trope here, sir. I didn't say that. Luca's face inches closer to my now burning one, his callous fingers tenderly pushing some errant hairs out of my face.
Are you sure about that?
I never really thought about it. It's just a theory. An unproven
I'd be
one.
happy to test that theory with you.
Okay, sir. Oh! With that, he slowly leans in and presses his lips against mine. How cute. As light as a feather and as sweet as the almond croissant he had gotten for free earlier, I closed my eyes to savor the moment. We stay that way just a beat longer. When he pulls away, I see the faint blush of his olive skin. A comfortable silence befalls us as we watch the afternoon sun play hide and seek with some errant clouds. So what's up with Lily? You seem to have a history, and her grandmother is already picking out your wedding colors, apparently. I don't care about Lily. I don't know why you even asked about Lily. I was a dork with Coke bottle glasses, raging acne, and braces. I look at the man sitting next to me in sheer disbelief. He of the chiseled cheekbones, casually handsome with flawless skin? I don't believe you. I can't believe you. I gesture wildly in his general direction. I'm serious. My glow-up happened after graduation. For the end of the year student ball, I didn't have a date. Apparently Lily didn't either. She had broken up with the soccer captain. Our moms just decided we would go together. I think she felt bad for me. I bet you were a great date. I've been told that I'm a pretty good dancer, you know? Well, after graduation, we kept in touch. We would hang out when we were both visiting home.
She actually came to visit me during sophomore year at the conservatory, which was out of the ordinary, so my delusional mind assumed she was coming to confess her true feelings to me. What's that called again? The childhood friend to romance trope?
Yeah. Yep, that's exactly what that is.
Well, that is not what happened. In fact, far from it.
She came all the way to visit me because she had a favor to ask. Her mom was getting remarried and she needed a date to the wedding. She was dating someone for a while. I think he was engineering major, but also like a college athlete. Totally her type. At least he was at that time. They were seriously dating. Lily had told me at one point he wanted to propose right after college. When they abruptly broke up, she never told me why, just vaguely mentioned they had grown apart.
Well, that visit was her coming out to me. She said she always knew, even in high school.
Oh! She's gay. Lily's gay and her grandmama don't know it, that's all. Her grandma just, oh yeah, my baby, she just need to find her a man. Your baby don't want a man. She wants a woman. Leave her to her devices, bro. She wanna wear a strap, let her wear a strap. Golly.
But I love her, no matter what. She's my friend, and I was glad she felt comfortable telling me.
She finally told the engineering major her truth and the relationship ended. If I remember correctly, she said he was really supportive, but she wasn't prepared to tell her family just yet. Could I please just go as her date to her mom's wedding? Since she did me a solid going to that high school dance with me, I can't say no to girls crying. I agreed. I felt for Lily at that moment. Having to live your life hiding important parts of yourself can be exhausting.
That's enough about Lily. Let's talk about dinner. What are you hungry for?
I think I saw an ice cream cart over there.
Ice cream for dinner? I knew you were my kind of girl.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. I kind of like that. You're lactose intolerant.
Absolutely
We can do
not.
something else.
You can't put ice cream on the table and then cruelly take it away from me.
Okay, Luca, we're kind of zinging here. Yeah.
Dark chocolate with peanut butter pieces.
You lost me. You lost me. We were together for 2 seconds, bro, and you lost me. Dark chocolate ice cream? Dark chocolate ice cream? Oh.
Stick around and find out.
Luca stands up, tucks his laptop sleeve under his arm. He smiles and extends his hand to help me up. The sun slowly starts to set, and the golden orb turns the bright blue sky into an explosion of oranges and pinks. Taking my hand into his fingers intertwined, we walk slowly towards our icy treat for dinner. It is a cute date. I still feel giddy after Luca brings me home, so naturally I have to let Leia know.